Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the committee, and congratulations on your nominations. Mr. Isaacman, welcome back to the committee. You were here before for this position, and as we all know, President Trump withdrew your nomination earlier, citing concerns with your, I believe, political donations to Democratic candidates. And in a July 6th post on Truth Social, the president also stated that it would be absolutely inappropriate for you to head NASA, given your close relationship with SpaceX CEO Elon Musk. Since that time, there have been additional reports that in the time between your nomination being pulled and now being renominated by the president, I think you've donated roughly $2 million to President Trump's super PAC. So based off this information, I'm concerned that the decision-making around this position may not have been about ensuring NASA has strong leadership to carry out its mandate. So could you please explain what happened to make President Trump reconsider the decision to pull your nomination, and what assurances you may have provided, if any, that your relationship with Elon Musk and SpaceX would not create a significant conflict of interest for you in this role?
Well, Senator, there's a lot there, so I will try and hit it all. If I miss anything, please ask me to correct. So first and foremost, I wouldn't even begin to want to speculate, why the president nominated me, withdrew it, and renominated me, other than to say I was grateful for the opportunity in the first place. It was an incredible experience. When the president pulled my nomination, he gifted me an extended summer vacation where I could take my kids on some adventures before they lose interest in me. And then I understand that he ran a competitive process and interviewed several candidates. I was grateful for consideration at the time and happy to be here now. In terms of donations, I think it was covered over the summer. I actually felt I had enough exposure to Washington and got over maybe some of the initial intimidation factors, so much so that I thought perhaps I would have a political career, maybe be able to contribute for all the right reasons. So it shouldn't be surprising that I supported the Republican Party. At the same time period, I probably made 30 times that amount in donations to charitable causes. With respect to Elon Musk, that question comes up. In fact, every story I see that writes about my nomination refers to the Musk ally or the Musk friend. It's funny that in a world where everybody has a phone with a camera on it, there are no pictures of us at dinner, at a bar, on an airplane, or on a yacht, because they don't exist. My relationship with Mr. Musk is the fact that I had led 2 missions to space at SpaceX, because it's the only organization that can send astronauts to and from space since the shuttle was retired. And in that respect, my relationship is no different than that of NASA.
Mr. Haynes, congratulations on your nomination to such a critical role as well. If confirmed as the Assistant Secretary, you will oversee the Office of Industry and Analysis, which is housed under the International Trade Administration. As part of the office's responsibilities, INA produces trade data that is responsible for informing trade policies and decisions across the federal government. I think it's safe to say, and I hope you agree, that without accurate data, the federal government and this administration risk making short-sighted and ill-informed decisions that could impact domestic industries and workforces, as well as alienate some of our closest international allies. As you may be aware, earlier this year, the president fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is responsible for complying critical economic data like employment numbers, as well as the inflation rate. Not only was this firing clearly political in nature, because the president didn't like what the data said, it also calls into question the accuracy of data produced going forward from the BLS. So my fear is that this firing and other offices throughout the federal government, including INA, which you'll oversee, will face political pressures from the president to produce certain figures, certain metrics that align with his policy goals, rather than actually publishing what the country needs, which is unbiased data and statistics. So my question for you, do you believe that there is any political influence in the data currently being produced by the Office of Industry and Analysis? And how do you plan, if confirmed, in ensuring that INA continues to produce the unbiased data, which is absolutely essential to policy making?
Thank you for that question, Senator Peters. The short answer is no, there is no political bias in the data that we produce. And if confirmed, it will be one of my highest priorities to ensure that the data that we receive, both from industry partners, American companies, and from unbiased data sources, both private proprietary, will remain of the highest integrity.